if you're gonna get an HSG, don't be afraid. It's once the test is over, it's over. The pain's over. Hi guys, I'm back with another video. Sorry it's been so long. There's really no excuse for it, except for the fact that like I was going through a phase where I felt down on myself and everything, so I wasn't really hype about filming my experience, but I made a really good friend who encouraged me, so I'm really happy about that. And with this new year coming into existence, I figured like, let me make this year my year by being consistent. So that's what I'm gonna do. Also, 2020 has freaking sucked, so like it's been hard to stay positive about things, like stuff got pushed back, yada yada yada. So when I left you guys last, I don't remember, but let me just catch you up. So let's see how I can put this. So finally got a lot of my fertility testing done. Everything pretty much looks great. My AMH levels are a little high, but they didn't even like really talk to me about it or discuss anything about it with me. So I guess it's good. I have a lot of eggs. That's just, it's good. But everything looks great. Everything looks fine. So at first it looked like I had, that we would be battling unexplained infertility. I don't know if I told you that my husband went and got his analysis done and his hormones done, and he's all good to go. Like, he's the perfect image of health. Don't know how that happened, but he is. And then so all my thyroid, estrogen, progesterone levels, they all looked fine. So I'm here to talk to you about my HSG experience. So I went and got my HSG done in November. And that's basically a HSG. For those who are unfamiliar, it's a like a saline or oil-based ultrasound that they insert by way of a catheter to examine your uterus, ovaries, and fallopian tubes, just to make sure that the sperm can get where it needs to be. So that's what I had done. And so they tell you usually take pain medicine 45 minutes to an hour prior to the test, because a lot of women experience discomfort because they have to like put a balloon and a catheter and a speculum, and they say you experience period like cramping. I'm here to tell you that in my case, that was a lie. That was a lie from the pits of hell. That was a lie. So let me just jump right in and paint the picture for you. So I arrived, well, that morning started off stressful because you have to take a pregnancy test that morning before your procedure. And it was just annoying because I had to drive all the way to base, get my pregnancy test done, and then I was like, can you fax over my results to this other place where I have to go get the HSG? Freaking man was at the counter and he was telling me all this wrong information, and because I'm so stressed out at this point, like, I'm believing him even though I know what my OB told me. So anyway, I get home and my husband's getting dressed to go take me, and I'm like stressing out and I'm freaking out, and I'm like, I don't know if they're gonna fax my stuff over. I think we're gonna have to go pick up a hard copy of this proof that I took this pregnancy test, yada yada yada. And he's like, But my husband knows me and he knows. Okay, so I was saying, sorry, my camera died. So I was saying, like, my husband knows once I get going just to let me go. So he was just like, okay. And he's like, I'll just drive you there. So on the way there, I'm calling my OB. I'm like, can you please make sure you do, you know, send this over or whatever. Point blank period. They got it over. So while we were en route to one place, we just zoomed over and went to the other place. So we get there, and it's the same place I had my pelvic ultrasound at. So like they already knew me. I was already kind of comfortable there. So I went, and it took forever for them to call me back. Like, I felt like I was waiting for eternity. I was texting my husband, my friend, my dad, while I was sitting in the waiting room. And I texted my husband. I was like, oh, you know, they just had me sign a waiver. My husband gonna text me back, yeah, in case you die. Like, because that's what you want to hear when you're already scared. So mind you, all this had been going on. I forgot to take my pain medicine. I forgot to take it. So now I'm getting more and more nervous. They finally call me back, and I go back, and they make you dress in this gown, a hospital gown. Like, you remove everything basically. And I did that. You have to put your clothes and stuff in a little bin. It was and you had to like wait by the door, like jail style, you know. So that was fine. I waited on her to come back. I also had this done on cycle day 7. So I'm like in there, and like I get put on the table. The lady's like, oh, are you nervous? This, that, and the third. And like, she just really explaining to me the process, but I had already watched it on YouTube, so I already knew. And so she's like explaining it to me before the doctor gets in, and she's like really nice, and she's like, oh, you know, it'll be great, this is fine, don't give up hope. Because she asked me how long I had been trying, and I was like, well, December makes 2 years. And she's like, oh, you know, don't give up hope, we got this, yada yada. It was very nice, very calming. So then the doctor comes in, and he's like this big guy. He has on like the little x-ray vest thing or whatever, and he's like really nice, and he's like, I'm gonna explain everything the whole way through. I don't want you to be out of the loop or whatever. And so he, like, you know, I'm like laying back on the table like that. He like puts the little, like, the pap smear thing in me, and cleans me with the whatever. Point is, everything's in there. I'm like bracing myself for impact because I heard this part is really uncomfortable. So I'm bracing myself for impact. Nothing. And then I get this like false sense of security, like, oh, this is nothing. I got this. This is gonna be a breeze. So I'm like chilling, right? He like starts injecting this stuff, and I'm like, okay. The worst pain I ever felt hit me. It's like, I don't know. I don't know what to even describe it as, but it didn't feel like no damn period cramp. It hurt so bad. Sorry, my cat is over here acting crazy. It hurt so bad. Like, so at first both of my fallopian tubes were completely closed. So he got the right one open, and he tried to get the left one open, but the left one didn't open. So basically my left tube is still blocked. It's a word I can't pronounce. If I find it, I'll add it somewhere, but I don't know if that's what I have. So basically that has been the cause of my infertility, and well, I'm still not pregnant. Just let's burst everybody's bubble there. I'm still not pregnant, but tomorrow I do have an appointment with RE, or reproductive endocrinologist, so we'll see what they say. But I would just like to say, if you are about to get an HSG, remember to take your medicine. It was at that moment on that table that I decided that I was getting an epidural. I was like, oh yes, pain is not for me. I am not about that life. Like, I am, you meet me, I'm like this whole like, oh, you know, no plastic, organic hippie girl, but drug me up. All the drugs, give them to me. upon entry. I hit the door, I want drugs. That's how I feel. Like, I'm not dealing with that. Like, it was so bad. This lady had to like put rags on my head and stuff. She was scared I was gonna pass out, and they were like, well, we can stop. I was like, no, keep going, bust that thing open, because I'm not leaving out of here with 2 closed tubes. But so yeah, that was my experience. Sorry, this video had no direction but to tell you about that. Once I go meet with my RE, I can make a video about that. But just wanted to come back and say, we're at this journey, we're still going, we're gonna go harder now, and I'll explain more stuff tomorrow, which I don't know when I'm gonna upload that video. Sorry, my lip is like doing that weird skin thing. Okay, anyways, so crap, what was I about to say? Anyway, yeah, I will be more consistent since this journey is finally kickstarting. Hopefully this will be a motherhood thing soon and not a trying to conceive journey, but it's fine. We're here. We're about to make this our year. It's about to be awesome. My cat is actually like spazzing out down here. But yeah, I hope that all of you guys who have gotten your BFPs and all that stuff while on the journey with me, I wish you well. And those who have not and still on this journey with me, I hope you get yours soon. Here's to making 2020 our baby year, guys. But anyways, thanks for watching.